All right, what's up, everybody? We got the wonderful Adrian here again. We're excited to have him. What's up, my man?
How are you, Willie?
I'm
How
good.
Are you, man? Good? Good.
Can you hear yourself? Everything's good?
Perfect.
Okay.
Perfect, thank you, man.
So we just went to Cuatro milpas. Amazing.
I think the last time I experienced the Cuatro milpas at Barrio Logan was with you, actually.
Yeah, I mean,
Do you remember we used to just hang at my apartment right there in Barrio Logan and
Right.
just hit Cuatro milpas right afterwards?
God,
Man,
look at I already ruined it.
yeah.
Fail. Okay, sorry. There we go.
That's okay. It's okay.
I feel like I'm looking at you through the computer.
Right. And yeah, but that thing is it's a legit food coma right after.
For real. Honestly, the last time I went with Kevin, and
Mhm.
you were gonna come, but you couldn't,
Mm-hmm.
and I went to sleep immediately after.
Yeah, that's well, it's just very heavy. I think it's Sinaloa. They're from Sinaloa. They're from Durango. Where are they from originally? I asked the ladies one time.
I have
at
no
one
idea.
point, and they were like, "Yeah, we're from." Yeah, and that's how they cook in the north region of Mexico, where my hometown is, and
Chihuahua?
Yeah, Chihuahua, and in Chihuahua we make the bigger flour tortillas, so. That's why they call leg burritos. We make the barbacoa burritos,
Yeah.
but they're literally like this fucking.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and yeah, man.
Honestly, their
it's something-
tortillas down there are so bomb.
Yeah, but you know the flavor. I was talking to your parents about it. The flavor of the flour tortillas in Chihuahua, Mexico, they literally feel like a naan or like a Arabic.
Oh, like pita bread?
Pita bread.
Yeah,
or
yeah.
something like that.
I know what
Yeah,
you're saying.
Yeah.
I feel like every culture has their own version of what every other culture has. So, like, tortillas,
Mm-hmm.
or like if they have, like burak is my favorite that my mom makes. It's basically just like a fried taquito.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like meat and rice wrapped in this thing, and it's like you fry it. But it's like everyone has their own versions.
But you think you I mean, did you get that from your from
That's
cooking for your from your pops or from
That's
her,
no, that's from my
her
grandma.
that's what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
that's Arabic.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, because you have the whole Arabic side of your family, and I mean I don't remember being Arabic food so much fried, and I mean, is it? I don't know.
I mean, it depends. There's different ones that are fried and ones that aren't, But they have fried foods for sure. Oh yeah. Like I think etcha is like basically you have like a potato covered, somewhat of a potato. I can't really remember exactly, but covered meat, or I'm sure it could be vegetarian, and then you fry it.
And then you have the whole side of just raw meat.
Wait, raw meat?
Yeah, I remember eating like straight up spices and raw meat for some traditional, as your parents, as your mom,
Okay.
like really like pretty much like raw meat.
Wait, what's the food that is called when you eat raw meat? That's like an actual name of a dish.
I don't know. I know what you're saying, but I don't know.
It's like fancy pants dish,
Yeah.
but I don't remember what it's called. It's almost like caviar, but it's like once you realize what it is, you're like, what?
Mm-hmm.
Right?
No, but it was the raw meat is. I remember it being. Sorry.
That's better.
Is that better?
That's better.
Yeah, yeah, man. Is the good thing of being a musician, you know how to set these things up. You don't know how to talk to the mic, but
Dude, all I know is Cuatro milpas is so bomb.
Yeah, man.
That salsa is so legit.
I can't believe I ate 2 tacos.
Dude, you ate the big bowl of
chorizo, eggs,
of it con huevo, and it's basically
beans,
rice and beans.
Yeah, with egg.
What's like a cereal bowl?
Right, a big cereal bowl.
I got the small one, dude.
With a tamal.
With tamale and then
two pork tacos.
2 pork tacos.
There you go. And tortillas.
And He ate it all.
It's funny how you're eating.
You ate it all.
You're trying to be. You're trying to be nice about it. You just look at me like, if we just fucking gonna finish it up. Man,
it's good, dude. Yeah. It's the same. It's literally the same people there for years.
Yeah, same lady at the counter. Yeah, man. The whole area, man, has changed a bit, but man, tons of buildings. The developments.
Yeah, I don't know who's buying up all this stuff down there. Because I remember when I first, when I first went to Bill's Jam, who I'm trying to get, I need to get Bill on the podcast. That guy
at the Border X thing.
How
long has been the jam session at the Border X?
I mean, at Border X, it's been a while, but like that original jam session, used to be across the street from where it is now. Or actually, I'm sorry, not Border X. I was thinking of what's the spot that Wheelie works at with fresh veggies? The Thorn Street.
Yeah, I don't know.
It used to. We just drove by it today, but remember how I pointed? That's Volsalta. Yeah. That's when I first went to the Afro-Cuban Jam.
Oh, okay.
With Bill.
Okay.
That's how I know Afro-Cuban music, honestly, and Latin jazz from Omar and Jake and Josh from back in the day. He's a Congo player, and. Yeah, and that's how I know Tony and Fernando and all those guys. But we would go. That's the first place I went.
Yeah, that's how I met you guys, through Fernando.
Yeah,
because I did this gig with Bill with Cabanillas.
Cabanillas. Hey, Javier, I like that guy.
Yeah, man, and we did this festival. This I think it was right outside. Where's the football stadium here? What's the name of that?
Wait, here?
Yeah.
Oh, was it Qualcomm?
Yeah.
That's not there anymore?
No, it's not there anymore. Yeah. Exactly. So it used to be a big festival right in the parking lot. And it was a Latin jazz or Latin music with,
Oh, yeah. I remember
festival.
Fern telling me about this.
And Fern did the whole drum thing with that ensemble. And it was already a lot of people from Ensenada and Tijuana playing.
Oh, that came.
Yeah,
okay.
Exactly. Because it was Irvin. Ivan Trujillo. It was Ivan Trujillo. What's his name from Ensenada? Trumpet player.
Yeah, Ivan.
Ivan, right?
Yeah. No, you got it. Yeah.
And Cabanillas and. I can't remember who was.
Had you ever been to San Diego before?
Yeah. I was living in LA.
Oh yeah, no, stupid. I forgot. Yeah.
But Javier hit me up on Facebook. He was like, "Yeah, we want to play with you." Blah, blah, blah. I was like, "Okay," and then Fernando was like, "Well, if you're staying for a few more days, I have a band called Afro Jazzics," and
hey, dude, we gotta bring it back.
And we did that sushi spot.
Oh my god!
Do you remember you guys had a
that was so long. Wow.
Do you remember you guys had a?
I had short hair.
Yeah, you had short hair.
I had shaved, but hair. Yeah, that's right.
You guys did a weekly there.
Yeah, it was called Ono or.
Yeah, but it was like a Mexican sushi spot.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah, right? It was right in Eastlake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so anyways.
Like Otai or whatever you call it. Whatever it's called.
Jesse with no beard.
Wow.
No. Were you still in SDSU?
Probably.
Yeah, something like that.
I don't know. Yeah, I can't remember.
Right.
It would depend on the year because I graduated an undergrad in 2010.
Omar was clean shaven with
No
long hair.
dreads.
Long hair, no dreads.
Yeah, long straight hair.
Yeah. Long straight baby hair, Mexican hair. Jake had
dude, that's so funny. I remember that gig. Wow. See people?
Yeah, but I was this 28-year-old hanging out with like 19-year-olds. You guys were like 19 or 20 or 21?
We were young. Yeah.
Thanks. I wasn't 30. Well, I was about to turn 30.
Wow.
And you guys were like 24,
Yeah, probably
25.
The oldest, I mean, yeah, the oldest would have been that. We were, I mean, Tony may have been 25.
Yeah, 25.
But like we were like,
yeah, I remember being like 28, 29, or about to turn 30.
Okay.
And you guys were like, like I
and
said, you guys
came
were,
down because of Fern.
Yeah, exactly.
That's so funny.
And I remember Fern was 17 or 18.
Yeah, he was young because I remember he was very young when I met him.
Mm-hmm.
He was still in high school.
Correct.
Yeah, I remember he was playing gigs in high school, and that blew my mind because I wasn't really playing gigs yet. Yeah. I was still I was like, who is this guy? He's just like playing with Gilbert.
Yeah.
And I guess when I first found Gilbert, and I didn't know anything.
Yeah, he was playing with Gilbert a lot.
Yeah.
Especially with his Latin.
Yeah, that's how I mean, that's how he started. Yeah, I remember seeing it.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, just like it was basically not ditching high school, but maybe he did sometimes, but like go from school, like, I got a gig.
Right.
Like, I don't know. That was so foreign to me back then.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I didn't play gigs really. I was like only imagining like, I wish I could just play guitar. And like, that was so foreign to me. I don't know. Just the fact that he was like, I don't know. Yeah, it's wild. Like, I remember being in college and like Ed Kornhauser.
Mm-hmm.
He would always have gigs.
Mm-hmm.
And I just remember wow, like that's so crazy. I can't imagine doing that. But it's like now, that's all we do.
That's right.
But it's just funny how like you didn't. I don't know. It's just
So right after that, we I mean, it was a point where I think you all lived in the same house.
Yeah. Well, there were several of those.
Right.
Yeah, there was a few of them because there was.
Where was it? Do you remember that
the cul-de-sac?
No, the jazz spot in Little Italy.
Oh, that's 98 bottles?
98 bottles.
Yeah.
That's what we did, the full...
Yeah, I remember.
The full Latin jazz thing.
Yeah, we did a show there.
Yeah, and Jesse just posted some video or some...
like a picture?
Picture, exactly.
Yeah, because I know
there.
I can think of the picture in my head, yeah. I think Robert took it. Robert Sanchez.
Mm-hmm.
Who his book is cool. Have you seen that one? Mi Gente? Omar has it at his house.
No.
It's like a little square book. And it's just like
photography.
It's like really good, photographs of like all the SD crew. And I don't know, it's cool.
I gotta check it out because I know. I should take it back to Austin.
Dude, I'm about to just like release the Afro Jazzic record.
You have it?
I think we have it.
You have it somewhere?
I have it on one of these hard drives. Sit here somewhere, and then I think Chris also has it. Buck Fitty.
I had I found, within all the stuff I'm picking up from Omar's house, I found 2 hard drives. And one, I have the masters for the Tram album. Oh. And then the other one for my first solo album that I released in Mexico City. And the other hard drive, but those hard drives are old. But
they're like all
those
like
lassie ones, those slick fucking black, shiny ones.
Isn't it crazy how far that stuff has come?
Yeah, but those things are durable. I mean, they've been sitting
dormant.
They're exactly. I mean, they're my they're on my one of my my road cases.
Oh, okay.
And so they were somewhat kept well or hidden, of the dust, of collecting dust. But I mean,
and they
still
what was
perfectly. And the other one had like
tram?
random. Well, one has the Tram and the Kutan thing. Obviously, I have those on my Dropbox. But
wait, how big is your Dropbox?
My Dropbox is huge.
How big? Because I was thinking I use Google Drive and stuff and different ones, but yeah, I've been using the cloud a lot. I remember when
I have so much.
Because you have
Pro Tools. I have so much Pro Tools. Man, I just did the Ron the Jules thing, and that's 2 Pro Tools sessions per track, because one has electronic stuff and the other one has my mixing of the Son Jarocho ensembles. And I wanted to edit and mix the way traditional Jarocho music said, because the first time they sent me a mix and master it of the music, then I mean, I don't want to call out the guys because they're hip hop artists, man. They're not used to traditional jarocho music.
Yeah, I see.
Not even Mexicans are not that many that Mexicans musicians know how to
it's very specific.
Yes, exactly. Jarana, leonas, requintos, like traditional Afro-Cuban music. Anyways, so I need to mix and get the right sounds, the right compression, yada yada yada. For everything.
It's such a that's a deep rabbit hole.
Exactly, with the strings, with the string arrangement, and then how that sounds against their raps and the electronic
and what is
things.
What is this called?
Okay, so Ron the Jules is doing a
Ron
revision.
The Jules?
Run the Jules, RTJ. Run the Jules. I'm sorry, my
it's all right. I like it.
Oh yeah, Run the Jules.
It's because you've been in Mexico for 2 years.
So just going back and forth between. And then every time I go to the U.S., it's Austin, Texas, which is even,
It's like another version of slang.
Yeah, exactly. It's just Tex-Mex,
So you're screwed either way.
You do Chilango and then you do Tex-Mex,
So Run
the Jules.
No,
You heard their music. They have, they're amazing, man. They actually, we met LP way back in 2006 or 7 because he did a remix of 2 of our tracks. No, one of our tracks for the Mars Volta, Goliath.
Oh, okay.
And he did an amazing, like a hip hop remix of it. It's killing.
Sick.
And he started this band called, Run the Jules with Killer Mike.
Dude, I love Killer Mike.
Yeah, man. And
he's so cool.
Yeah, he's super cool.
I just love what his whole like.
So that's their band.
Okay.
Okay. So they did an album, which is Entitled 4. It's the Pink album.
Okay.
Most of their albums are like pink or like gold-ish, but this one is has just a pink with the 2 hands because they're like this hand or like this one. I can't remember. Anyways, and they revisit everything for Latin America.
Okay.
So they get Instituto Mexicano del Sonido, a bunch of great artists from Colombia, from Mexico. I got Las Jerónimo from Sonics to play.
Sick, I love that guy.
To play Leona, Jaranas.
Yeah,
and
dude.
then do you remember his cajon player in percussion? Elio.
Yeah.
Okay, well, from the same camp, from the same Sonics camp.
Okay.
He was playing mostly cajon vocals.
Yeah, I remember him.
Okay. So he recorded the cajon. I recorded quijada, congas, and horn, but did the arrangement for that one, like the full arrangement with strings and the whole traditional jarocho ensemble, and I did another one. It's called Goonies against E.T. or E.T. against the Goonies or something like that. It's a sick track. I recorded some solos, did some horn lines. I remember doing a horn line with the bass clarinet and soprano, kind of like made it sound like a Latin American Herbie Hancock sextant or like his electronic vibe, kind of like the Headhunters area. And the other one I just recorded bass clarinet and stuff like that. So I'm in 3 tracks, and so I've back to this
and the arrangements though,
and the the arrangements, but going back to this hard drive thing, and the amount of Dropbox thing, I start
Poor Vita shout out.
Man, I haven't been in that spot in a long time. I remember when it used to be the small cafecito. Yeah, man, I like the spot, man. And so I was always scared of losing that freaking thing. It's like,
it's in the cloud. We're gonna lose it. Yeah, that's how I was.
Yeah. So, but I got this email when Dropbox started like hitting everybody for them to use the cloud because I mean iCloud is super expensive.
Yeah, I have an iCloud.
I mean, I pay for a little iCloud, but
I don't do the expensive
it's just for my phone.
For your phone, so yeah. But you can upgrade, and like I think it gets really expensive.
It's super expensive. Yeah.
Yeah, those sneaky guys.
When I pay for my Pro Dropbox account, it was $5.99, and I pay $7.99
a month.
Yeah, but because since I bought it from such a long,
you're like,
and a lot of people pay for $11 now.
So your grandfather did.
Totally did. So that's why Avalon, Seth Avalon was like, hey, man, send the Dropbox. He's always joking about this shit. Because back in the days, you're like, hey, he uses Dropbox, but back in the day, he's like, man, it's in the Dropbox.
Yeah, my favorite was I would joke with Zephyr about how we're connected to your Dropbox, and you would always change it, and I always get a notification. Adrian changed something in the Dropbox. I uploaded, took away, whatever. I was just like, and we all get the notification.
Because you're part of. Yeah, that's a cool thing because
you're part of that.
Of that folder,
or whatever,
the Transient collective.
That's
thing.
it. That was
exactly. Yeah. So if I added Artyom's thing, Artyom's folder, it's like what you're doing with the SD.
So, yeah, you're right. I guess. Yeah.
It's what you're doing with the SD real book.
Yeah.
I just realized that I put a fake book instead of real book.
It's okay. They wrote that in the article that they wrote recently. They said fake book.
But really,
it's okay.
Is that a trademark thing? Is that
I don't know.
No.
I mean, it's not mine. I don't know.
No, I'm just saying.
I just do hashtag SD Realbook.
Yeah, okay.
So that way it's in the same folder. You see it, all the pictures.
Correct. So that's the way you do it. Why you have it mapped out. Like you have ads, you have cornhouses, you have yada yada yada.
No,
exactly.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much it. But yeah, so every time I add somebody or upload some of my music or some of Omar's or your music, and everybody gets a fucking show.
That's so funny.
Yeah, it's cool because exactly. Crawford's a fucking
Isaac.
No. What's his name? Crawford.
Wait, who?
Anthony Crawford, bass player from LA.
Oh.
Killing bass player.
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
He plays. He used to play with Alan Holdsworth.
Oh.
I have all his stuff, and he told me, hey man, but he doesn't notate anything. His music is right there. Exactly.
What?
Yeah. I think the notation he sent me was from Guitar Pro.
What is Guitar Pro?
It's kind of like I want to say Logic / Sibelius for guitar players, for metal bands. They do the tap. They wrote all the tap stuff, and it writes it down for you.
Wait, I think I know what you're talking about, actually.
I mean, the notation is not.
No, it's
totally.
It's like tabs.
Well, you can have it tabbed format or a legit notation program.
Music, yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
So the sheet music is very quantized. So since they play everything in odd meter, especially all his stuff, since he comes from that school of Alan Holdsworth, 7/8, 11/4, etc. Virgin Donati, he plays on that album as well with Artyom Virgin. Is that how you say his name? Virgin Donati. Virgil Donati. Donati, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, all his music is that fusion metal-ish,
Yeah.
Get into the metal, but not like the stuff I do with Tram.
With Tram, yeah.
Yeah, but pretty close. So, anyways, I have his music, and and if he uploads stuff, Adrian, I just upload this and this and that, and Seth is like, hey, I just got was with the Dropbox.
Now it's like a meme between all of us.
Yeah. Or the dude with the O.
Dude.
The dude. Yeah, man.
That's good, man. So the Tram, you're gonna all the arrangements that we played the other night. It's like it's like your variation off of those. Some of them.
Well, the one we did, yeah, the ass kicker, yes.
But
yes,
the way you did,
term.
because you said you've been into like this like Afro-Cuban stuff and
yeah, man, I always loved
of course,
yeah, that's pretty much my. I always wanted to just focus on that, but people keep asking me to be under progressive rock bands or metal bands.
But you love that shit too, though.
Yeah, I do.
Hey, because you know what everyone said on Monday about your set is they all loved seeing like a sax player play with your pedals and stuff, and like the fact that like on the Etude, where you did the intro,
right?
I think it was that one, right?
Yeah.
You did the intro, and I was like, you were doing some cool shit, dude. It was tight, and like they were all into that because they never heard.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. They only hear, like, classic saxophone. I mean, not classical, but, like, you know what I'm saying?
Like
jazz, quote-unquote, jazz sax, you know?
Yeah. It's funny.
Which is great, but...
Yeah. No. It's totally cool, but...
it's like hearing Wes and then hearing Hendrix.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, oh, whoa, like...
But you see, the thing is, fun enough, my... technique, my woodwind technique, and I'm saying that because I'm a flautist provider.
Yeah, because you're serious about that shit.
Yeah, I mean, my schooling is all classical flute.
Yeah, but what people don't realize is that when Adrian's staying at your house and he's there for the week, he's up in the morning playing flute. He wakes up early and gets coffee. Hey, dude, I need my coffee, bro. I'm trying to practice, dude. Trying to practice.
Just a straight up
savage.
5 espressos and let's do this.
People don't realize though they want to get in shape, but they don't want to work out.
Well, there you go.
I'm just saying.
There you go. It doesn't just happen.
Yeah, that's the big. Yeah, I don't know.
The big if.
It's the big myth, but honestly, it's the big thing that demystifies it. It's like, oh, really? That's all I have to do, huh? It's like, yeah, really, that's it. You just, I mean, but it's hard, and most people don't do it. But if you do, you'll probably, you'll probably by the end of it, you'll probably know how to play sax a little bit. You know what I mean?
Going to the whole set thing that we did, it was since I started playing with a lot of metal electronic, like Tosin Abasi and Javier Reyes or Lee McKinney lately with the Born of Osiris guys, I loved how the guitar shapes are formed, man. Like every time I listen to Pat Metheny or when I hear you play, like when I went to hear you play with Omar at the 7 Grand, you guys were playing basically soul and funk, and, But
I just think of it. I'm playing Hendrix.
Exactly, but even Hendrix's lines, the way the natural shapes of the guitar due to its physicality, whatever, structure, the structure of the instrument. It's certain shapes and come naturally,
of course, because of the instrument.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So like Pat Metheny, everything is triads and major triads everywhere,
and inversions,
and inversions.
Yeah,
obviously
like
inversions,
right? But that's his theme. You're right.
Yeah, exactly. But and he's just always trying to connect it. That's why probably Brecker started sounding so much like that, because he was always listening to that sound.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, but anyways, I love how the shapes are, especially all this beautiful lines, connected. I'm like, man, I love how when I started learning those lines and memorizing their heads, because Tosin's heads or Lee McKinney's heads, they're like that, or Javier,
right.
So I needed to learn that and to sound as clean as possible. But so I started sounding or emerging my sound into that type of playing or that mindset,
right?
And then I started noticing that every time I would play bebop or jazz, it was easier for me to do. The first time that this happened,
I can see that.
The first time that this happened, I don't want it to sound too cliche, but it was when we did the turquoise. One time we did that. Do you remember we used to do the turquoise?
I just love that Adrian came to the turquoise.
Yeah.
Back in the day, people. You don't even know.
remember it was Dan the mighty Dan Reagan.
Yeah, Dan used to come to us too.
Yeah. And we used to do like a Latin set, But anyways, one time we used to do duet, just bass, clarinet, tenor, guitar, and then the second set it will be more people showing up. It will be somebody in tribe set and this and that. So one time Jesse dropped by to do, to sit in, and you guys called up Donna Lee.
Okay.
Donna Lee. And I was already practicing a lot of that those pentatonic phrases and and those guitar players were doing. And
and then once
and yeah, exactly. But I remember this phrase, and that it fits perfectly on the A and B section, A or C section of Donna Lee.
Oh, okay.
Because Donna Lee is a. It's kind of like ABC.
Yeah,
ABC,
I would say it's like ABC. Well.
Because A prime C or something like that.
Yeah, I don't even know. What would you call that? It's like, I guess if the bridge is going to the 4, I guess.
Yeah, but because the A kind of repeats, but the
second time is different.
It's different.
Yeah,
all right. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Okay, so but the chord progression it fits exactly to those patterns I was practicing, and I was like, boom! I just start playing it. Because he just fit that word, but it literally sounded like
whatever you were playing before.
Exactly. I mean, it fits perfectly, but it's not like Charlie Parker will play.
Right. No, but I see the relationship to it is there.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Have you heard Pat Metheny's live version of Giant Steps?
I think so.
Which is
like the bossa version?
No. No.
I'm sure he's got a million versions.
No, is it the bossa one? Is it the live one? The live one.
I mean, I don't know. I'm
live
sure
trio or whatever. Oh, I think it's a live trio or whatever. If you transcribe the solo,
yeah.
I mean, it's nothing but 3 pentatonics. It's just 3 pentatonics throughout the whole thing.
Yeah, I mean,
and it sounds like super fresh.
I'm sure, especially if you place it well.
Yeah,
I see.
It sounds like 13s and 11s everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, that's why that's like a total Wayne thing. That's like Wayne Shorter is like pentatonic bluesy melodies over complex reharms, and it's just the way that the flat 5 or the flat 3 of the pentatonic scale lands over that chord, and now it's a sharp 5, sharp 9, or something, or whatever. Yeah, I mean. Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, and especially like everyone has their own sounds because that's like a Coltrane thing. Like that's what he was doing too. I mean, they're all doing that kind of stuff. But like, I see what you mean. Like playing. It's funny though how like even though it's so modern, you just kind of took it back to Donna Lee.
Yeah, but
I love it.
Yeah, but it's that's when the first time it clicked on me like okay.
Yeah.
And it sounded like a saxophone player was trying to literally play a John Abercrombie solo over Donna Lee.
I mean, honestly, dude, I've always said it. Saxophone players, like specifically, just saxophone players, I feel like would make great electric guitar players. And vice versa.
Totally.
It's the same thing.
It is. Yeah. It is. That's why one of my favorite sounds is the guitar and saxophone playing the melody. I love that sound.
Sick, yeah.
I just love that sound.
Yeah.
Like when we did Queno, talking about...
Dude, that was sick.
When we did Queno and you played the chant with I.
Yeah.
Because that's supposed to be... Exactly. Yeah, it's supposed to be a canto with a horn playing.
Right.
Yeah, but since I hear you... Exactly. So since I hear you play it, like, to have some people do the chant, or like Omar will be doing the chant, and you and I will be playing.
Yeah.
What would that be? 4th or 5th, maybe? Because that will be more traditional since it's all minor.
Sure, yeah. I mean, you can do whatever, yeah.
I mean, I know like modern cantos, Cuban cantos are, they're like reharmonized stuff,
Yeah.
But traditionally will be a different thing,
Hi, Jesse.
Just try to tip it toe and get some cereal.
So, dude, tell me what it was like with the pandemic in Mexico City. I'm curious.
Oh man, it was terrible. Well, I mean, I don't know how it hit for you, but I was just telling Jesse pretty much about my college gig. Do you remember? And so
okay,
one was the reasons that I started going back and forward more often,
of course,
from California from LA to Mexico City.
Mm-hmm.
And because I got this great college gig.
Are you still there?
No. The college, I don't know, man. Education is higher education is, especially now with the pandemic, and a 10th grade education, looking at a computer screen, I don't think is the way to go, man. And a lot of people got used. The problem is, I think, that they got used to to that, and a lot of professors, especially the older, they don't want to leave the house, and they go, "Oh, I can just teach my classes in front of my computer, and and just have some of my student teaching, my grad students or whatever, to do the rest of the hard work, and I'm not into that, man. I can't be teaching. I mean, when I used to teach the improvisation and jazz pedagogy, well, okay, that's 3 hours. That's a 3-hour course weekly, but so I was doing an hour and a half of just theory, and then the other half of the class, just playing with the kids.
You play,
of course. But so that was fun when I had the kids in front of me.
But now it's...
But now, man, is I mean,
it's so hard to teach.
I mean, even if you have your monitor, your big monitor. I had my Sibelius, and I'm showing it on the piano. Okay, this is how these things work. This is how the bebop will scale. Blah blah blah. Yada yada. And then in the other in the computer screen, you're seeing all the little faces. Some of them, you can tell they're still wearing their pajamas. The other,
some you can't even see the screen.
Exactly. Yeah. Most people are, I mean, I was lucky enough, then my students were, for the most part, interested in the subject, and they will be. I learned to be extremely fast with keeping kids up on toes, man. Like on the toes.
I see what you mean.
I will be asking people, asking about this, and making them play, this, pattern, or, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah.
Because I mean, that class started at 9, and it was for 3 hours, man. And we will take a 15-minute break, coffee break, But man, it was so much fun when the 1 year and half of a semester,
you did it for real.
For real, in front of them. We used to.
You actually were teaching.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. We got out of the classroom for like 10 minutes, had our coffee. Sometimes I will bring you like fucking Mexican chocolates, and and then I will bring cheat music. We will sight read, I will, whatever,
But you couldn't, and then once...
Nah, man, no. And then for the other theory classes, more of the traditional orchestral classes. I mean, 1800 music. I mean, how boring can that get?
I mean, yeah, especially on the internet.
Yeah, for 3 hours, 1800 music.
Yeah,
contrapoint, blah blah, German chord, French chord. Come on, man. So 3 hours. I mean, it's cool when you. I
mean, it's great music.
Yeah,
but I know what you mean.
It's beautiful music, but I used to have them also bring their instruments, and we used to do like a trios and like, okay, we stop. Yeah. We'll stop. What chord was that?
Play this. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. What was this? What was that?
Yeah, it's different.
Yeah, it's completely. It's a whole different ball game. Now, try that with ensemble.
Yeah, I mean, dude,
are you kidding? Ensembles, really?
I struggle just having one-on-one student lessons still, which is insane. I'm in the same city, and these kids come to my jam session, but I can't have one-on-one classes with them.
Yeah,
it doesn't make any sense to me.
I didn't I didn't give a fuck. And then for some of my students, I had a clarinet student who was literally going crazy because he had his three or four brothers. His parents were pretty much killing themselves,
because he's stuck in the house with
it was like six people in the house,
yeah.
6 or 7 people in the house. Their parents, they were not getting along.
Right, I understand.
Not
a good learning environment.
No, not at all. But this was one of the kids. Then they usually leave until 11 p.m.
Right,
practicing at their practice room.
Now they can't.
Now they can't, bro. And that's one of those kids from Oaxaca shedding his clarinet all day.
Right.
Great student, you know. Anyways, now he's practicing inside his closet.
Right, yeah.
Because outside, his parents are, pulling knives at each other, and then internet is the. I mean, he was taking. Not good, yeah. He was taking his classes, every single class
on his phone.
On his phone.
Dude, I had a student like that was in TJ.
Yeah.
Because he was traveling back and forth, but when the pandemic happened, he would stay in TJ, and where he was, like, the internet just wasn't the greatest, and he's using his phone. And bless his heart, he was one of my best students. He would practice every week, and and he's doing it on his phone, like with his headphone, and the internet was going, but he was still trying. It's just like.
Yeah, it's heartbreaking, no?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard, dude. And it's just like, I don't know how much better that really was in the long run.
I don't know, man. But anyway, so he called me at 3, 4 in the morning.
Yeah.
Crying. Like, man, like, I'm going crazy because I can't practice.
Yeah.
I'm tired of hearing my parents kill each other.
Yeah.
I can practice because, I mean, to be fair, my other brothers siblings are taking his classes. They're one of I can't remember. Well, anyways, whatever class they were taking.
Yeah.
So it's I don't know how many people online, not good reception. Well, if it's 6 people at it, come on.
Yeah. I mean, and you're all trying to Zoom.
Exactly. Or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, dude.
Exactly.
It barely works as it is.
So yeah, he called me. So I told him, okay, man, if you take care of yourself, don't go out partying with your friends or whatever, you can have your weekly lesson with me at my spot.
Okay, yeah.
So he will used to come to the apartment I used to rent right before the pandemic. No, during the pandemic, was like walking distance from the college.
Oh, okay. Where is the college?
It's right in the south area of it's called Miscuac. It's Universidad Panamericana. It's one of the biggest, one of the most prestigious schools in Mexico City.
Okay, I'm trying to think of where that is.
It's a lot of the presidents graduated from there. So anyways, it's a lot of it's like very right-wing school, Catholic.
Okay.
I mean, it's a church. The Opus Dei church is right there. So I used to wear an Italian suit to go teach every day. And that was fun because so when I started the gig, I didn't mind going back and forth between Los Angeles and Mexico City because this is before the pandemic. Right. So like,
because I remember when you were doing that.
Yeah, and the dean. I'm sorry, not the director. I had some problems. I'm suing the director of that university. Yeah. Suing the motherfucker.
Me too.
Nah, not even. No, he just didn't pay me. He just he was ducking money out of my pay. Yeah, so I said, let's say
why was he doing that?
I don't know.
Because it's Mexico?
Because the Catholic Church, bro. Wait, is that me too? Okay.
They're gonna come after you, bro.
Like hardcore.
You're done. You know how many people are listening right now?
Oh my God. Everybody. Millions. Especially Mexico. I gotta throw this thing on.
You know what's funny though? Actually, I have a lot of people that follow me because of when we went down there and played with Juicebox.
Yeah.
And just from knowing you.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they
yeah.
saw whenever I posted something. I think it was for the Monday thing, or
yeah.
And then people will comment like,
man,
I just love the internet.
They keep asking me when is the next Matt, if you're listening.
Matt would listen to this.
Yeah. They're asking when we're going to do another Juguitos Terrazas, juice box,
that's funny.
Will Ed be down to go there or not?
I don't know, man.
I know he's kind of stuck in the city. I mean, he pretty much.
Why didn't he go with us last time?
It was just 4 of us.
Why didn't he go?
Because he said
it was too much of a Kornhauser shuffle.
Maybe he knew he was gonna get food poisoning, so I don't know.
I remember Omar getting
at the last gig in Guadalajara.
I thought he was gonna shit his pants in the middle of the set.
He got Moctezuma.
Dude, his face. He just was sweating, and he just looked like he was gonna shit his pants.
And the funny enough was that he. It was one of our busiest days because we flew to Guadalajara and then we had the master class.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that was like the longest day, and he just bad timing.
The master class, he was just looking at me like.
It was at that place with the pedals.
Yes.
Yeah, all those pedals.
The beautiful.
What was that place called?
Shout out to the Guitar Center. Guitar Gear.
Guitar Gear,
no Guitar Center.
How dare you?
I'm so sorry. I'm so LA. so LA.
You're so LA, bro.
No, Guitar Gear.
That's right.
Those guys, yeah.
Dude, they had so many pedals.
Yeah. Con Aníbal. Shout out to Aníbal. He's a huge supporter, man. He loved this. And so Omar told me do you remember it was this cute couple, and it was like kind of like yogis, and the guy just went straight to Omar like, hey man, I love how much you get into it. Like you were looking down, and Omar the whole time was like, man, I'm just trying not to shit on my pants.
Can you imagine if he actually let it loose?
Dude, he told me he could just like. Oh my God, man.
Oh God, that was so good.
He could have just let it rip, man.
Oh man, it'll get you, dude.
Yeah.
Oh.
He told me exactly what it was afterwards.
What was it? I don't remember.
I don't know.
Because no one else got it except him.
No.
He must have eaten the one meal that we didn't eat.
Okay.
Or some plate. He probably got some taco that no one else got.
That's what it was. So, at night before, we played that killer gig at the Insurgentes thing. The pulqueria.
Yeah, I remember, and we went and got tacos before.
And then the next day we went to
right.
That's when he got it. He said he was feeling.
See, he must have eaten. He probably got some specific taco.
Yeah.
From that truck, or that little wherever it was. I can see it right now. I remember we walked to it.
Yeah, man.
And then he probably drank one of those pulques that just mixed and just.
Yeah, because he was hurting already at the airplane.
That was the first time I ever had pulque. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Tell people what that is that probably don't know what it is.
It's a fermented alcoholic drink.
It's like an Aztec drink.
That's correct.
Right? Yeah. See, and it's so legit.
Yeah, but which flavors do you got? Because you can mix.
You
can mix the fermentation with either fruit.
Yeah, they had all
strawberry
sorts.
Right. One of the strawberry is quite common.
I had coconut too.
Or the oat.
Or oat.
That's my favorite one. Oat.
Yeah, I don't know. That was wild. This is the first time I ever had it.
It's like an oat milk then it's gonna fuck you up. Especially because they're
huge.
Yeah,
exactly. It's like a Slurpee.
Yeah. They're like, there you go, sir.
Dude, I can't believe I used to drink Slurpees. Did you ever have a Slurpee?
Nah.
I remember as a kid going to get Slurpees. That's just like pure sugar in liquid form.
No, never got into. I never been into, not even as a youngling. Being prompt to anything that colorful.
Yeah, that's good.
Skittles, gummies.
Yeah, because you just know they're fake.
Yeah, Slurpees. What is it called? Any of those
like the
soda pop.
Like energy drinks.
No, I don't know, man.
Or like sodas.
Like a hot dog stand. Like a corn dog stand. They have the fancy lemonades.
Oh yeah, like the super sugary lemon.
Yeah,
no, dude, that's not real.
Yeah, but the lemonade is like I don't know. It looks like a straight up, I don't know, fake. It just.
Although if you have, I guess real lemonade would be lemon juice, right? Lemons, and then but it would be so bitter because it's like tangy that you would add sugar though. That's what real lemonade is, right?
Right.
I mean, either way, you're eating a shit ton of sugar.
Yeah. Well, in my hometown they do aguamiel. So it's basically honey, water, and then they threw the lime, not lemon. Because we do lime, we don't do lemon.
Ooh, that sounds even better.
Lime is so good.
With honey?
With honey.
Woo-hoo-hoo!
Yeah. Horchata traditionally, you can look it up. But
it's rice milk, right? Or,
no. Well, now it's rice milk. And that's another way to do it. But it's melon seeds. That's how horchata was originally made, with melon seeds.
Melon seeds? Like watermelon or like cantaloupe or any melon?
Cantaloupe. Melon. Cantaloupe. It will be cantaloupe.
And they make it with the seeds?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. I got to look that up.
Yeah, that's so good. So fucking good. And then they start mixing it.
Yeah. I see.
With the rice.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
Just think about it. Like, you like spicy food.
Yeah, although I feel like the more I have, the older I get, unless I'm just eating more spiciness at a time, I can't eat as much spicy because 2 hours later.
Really?
Oh yeah, dude! I feel it in my stomach, and then I gotta go boo boo.
You see, in my hometown, we eat very spicy. We use this chili called chiltepin, the little ones.
Those are the strongest ones.
Yeah, they're red. There's this little, and we usually fry them.
Oh yeah, that sounds bomb.
Yeah, we fry them, and then we throw it. My favorite breakfast from my hometown will be like a tomahawk steak. Two over medium
Dude,
eggs.
now you're talking, man.
Flour tortilla, and the chiltepin. That's it.
Sounds great.
That's it.
And beans? Can I have some beans?
Sure.
Yeah, I want some beans.
But we usually do black beans,
yeah,
which is different. Better. Which is different because
better.
Because in Mexico City, I don't know if you noticed, it was mostly pinto beans.
I don't remember.
Yeah, which is what we usually use.
They had fancy food in Mexico City, though. You could get anything.
Like in Texas, it will be what, red beans, no? Like the chili is made with
I have no
pinto
idea.
beans. Or where's it go?
Oh.
And I had to ask my.
You're the Texan.
I am now. It's funny. It's funny that I just went all, straight up 360 from El Paso, Austin.
Yeah, you're hilarious. You just
California,
went a big circle.
California, back to like this shit is going downhill.
Idiot.
I'm back.
You just start. Hey, you start right back. You end up right back. You started.
Exactly.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, I won't. I don't think I'm never gonna say never because.
But you don't think
El Paso was a hometown for a while because that's where I started my college career. But I don't know if I want to be that close to the border. Because El Paso and Laredo,
it's close. Yeah.
I mean, is the same city.
Mexico,
It's the same city.
Yeah.
I mean, it's funny.
Isn't Mex kind of sketch right now, dude? I feel like I keep hearing like so many more like.
Where?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
The funny enough is that people are making money now, more so than here.
Oh, I believe that.
Yeah. But dude,
can I tell you about the time that I got robbed in Mexico?
When I got you that gig.
And I've never said this, and I have video, and I think this would be a perfect time to tell this story.
You have the video, man?
I've never told this story, and my mom, if she watches this, she's gonna lose it. She'll never let me go to Mexico.
El convite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not to blow them out of the water, but
no.
It was there.
Jesus.
Yeah, I mean, I was there. That was the trip I went by myself, and I met up with
Miguel.
Chuck? Yeah, Chuck. And what was the drummer's name?
Irvin. Yeah.
It was two different ones.
Servín? No.
No, if you say it, I'll remember.
But anyways,
he was a great drummer.
Yeah.
No, what was his name? It was Chuck, and he plays with him a lot.
Sergio Servín. I think you played with Sergio Servín on one of the
I can't remember. God.
But anyways,
it was with them, and it was just trio, and we're playing at El Convite, which is a nice, like, how do you describe that place? It's kind of like a hipster, bougie, like
hipster bistro, you know.
Yeah, it's like a bistro. That's a good way. Yeah, and it's almost like the Turquoise in the sense where it's like kind of outside, but it's not, because it has like. You know, they have like the little zipped up things, and it's, you know, there's heat lamps or whatever, and it's nice, whatever. And then they have like a piano and like it's chill.
People love jazz.
And people love it there. Like that's what was cool. Is you could tell that people were really into it. And so we're playing, and I think we did like, because I remember taking a break. So we did one set, and then I think we were supposed to play 3 sets, and we're on the second set. And I remember just sitting there playing, and like I was taking video with my phone. So I had my phone up, but my back is turned towards the door. Okay. So anyone that walks in, it's like I don't really see because I'm facing the other direction. Okay. And Chuck is over. No, Chuck's over here, and then Daniel or
okay, Daniel.
Yeah, that's it.
Daniel.
Something Z.
It's kind of an Arabic last name. Yeah, I know who you're talking about. I'll remember. Yeah.
He's a good drummer. I liked him.
Yes.
And so we played. We're playing, and it was fun, and we're doing tunes. But all of a sudden, I see Daniel look up, and you can tell he's like looking at something, and and you know how drummers keep their wallet on their snare, right? And like has that sound. And I see him grab his wallet and stops playing, puts his sticks down. And just the way he looked, like you could tell he like something was happening. His body language. Yeah, his body language is like, right. And he stopped. So like the music's going, and then it just stops. And my dumb ass is still playing. I'm still playing, dude. I was committed, bro. I was still playing. I'm like, what are you guys doing?
He's committed.
What are you guys doing? And then I realize they start like putting shit away. So he starts like, he grabs his wallet and like hides it, or like goes to hide it. And then I realize something's happening. So I turn and I stop playing, and I realize what's happening. And what's happening is there's 4 motherfuckers, and there were guns. I think they had guns. I mean, they were holding them up, and I can't remember really. It goes by so quick. Right. And they just roll up. There's like 4 of them. Shit. And they just roll in, and they just like hold everyone up at gunpoint. And they're just robbing the place. So I see it, and I'm holding my guitar, and the first thing I think of is, oh, hell no, they're not taking my guitar. Right. So I straight up stopped playing. I grabbed my guitar, and I put it behind the piano. Then I grabbed my phone, and I just sat on it. Sat on it.
Smart move.
And I just sat there. And they went to every table and like took watches. They took the purse. And it's so funny because they had... In Mexico, I remember they always had like these little stands that they would put next to your table for your purse or your jacket or whatever. Yeah. And like they went and just grabbed everything. Of course. And they robbed the place. Right. Like the actual restaurant, right? And they went around and just was robbing everyone. And I remember there's this one moment where like I looked up at this guy who was having...
And the cops didn't show up at all?
No, they did later. I mean, but it was like they didn't come immediately. Like, I mean... It literally took like a minute or two, if that. Like it was literally that quick.
Yeah.
And so they rolled in, and I remember the face of this one guy. Like he wasn't even mad. He was just annoyed. He was just like sitting there having dinner with his wife, and it was like chill, you know. He's just like, he just looks at me, he's just like,
Jesus fucking
like,
God.
man, like really? Like, that's what I remember. I just remember seeing his face say that, and he just was like, here, and like gave him his watch or something. I can't remember what it was. And then they came up to me and they're yelling in Spanish, whatever. And I was like, no tengo nada. I was like, what do you want? Like, and he just looked at me and he's just like, and he just kept walking.
Yeah, waste of time.
Yeah, and I'm glad he didn't make me get up or anything because he would have saw my phone. And my phone was my only lifeline. If I would have lost my phone,
that's it.
I wouldn't have been able. Like, I mean, I was still with Chuck and those guys, but like, I wouldn't have been able to like find my way back, or you know, I mean, everything was through my phone to get the the Uber or whatever, and like So I just remember, and they came and then they just robbed everyone. Then they left, and then everyone was just kind of like, we didn't start playing. It was like over. And then the owner was like, sorry, man. Like, they're like, this never happens. I was like, yeah, right. They're like, no, seriously, this never happens. Like, of all times you're here. I was like, okay, whatever. And the guy was cool, and we didn't play anymore, but I think they still paid us later on. And then the cops came, and they were talking, and they looked at the footage and stuff, but I don't know if they ever got them or not. I mean, that city's so big.
They do have cameras, though.
Yeah. But I mean, that city's so huge. Like, I don't know what happened. I wasn't.
To be fair, it was they never. That was the first time I ever heard
hilarious
that place to be robbed, and after that, they started getting robbed.
They got robbed again.
Yeah.
Oh.
And they had to stop. And they had to stop those performances for a while.
Wow.
Until the cops figured out. What the hell? I guess they figured out, hey, they have music. It's all these people with money during the shows.
It's easy.
Yeah, I think they figured out their Facebook, look at their bands, and they started robbing like every other band.
Wow.
And so they had to stop. So
I was the first one.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But they didn't get me.
No. So I'm sure they had guns. I'm sure they did.
Oh no, they did, bro. It went by so fast that like, I mean, they
Did they had masks or they didn't give a fuck?
I don't think they had masks.
No.
Yeah, I was like, wow, these guys don't give a fuck.
No,
like, they
don't.
just rolled in.
No, they don't.
And was yelling. Like, I have the footage somewhere. You don't really see much because it's literally you see me, oh shit, and then I grab my phone.
Obviously.
And then it's just black, and you hear people yelling, and I don't remember what they're saying. I should show you. I don't know where it's at, but
Were people screaming?
No.
Like in the movies?
Not really. No. It was more him, the people, like the robbers screaming.
Right.
And they're just like, it's all in Spanish. I kind of understood what they're saying, but like just like cussing and like, give me your fucking money. Like, it's basically that. Like,
I've been jumped once.
Okay.
Just once in Mexico City.
Oh,
Out of all those years I've been going back.
When
and
was
forward.
that?
Right. It was a weird situation because.
Dude, I would not want to jump you.
No, but so we had just buried my dad. We had a dinner. Not buried. We had his
like the celebration of life.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because he was cremated.
Okay.
But they give you this box,
Yeah.
and we're Catholic, so.
I just did that for my grandpa.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
How is it? Oh man, I love that guy, man.
Yeah.
How do you know about your granddad, man?
Yeah, he died. I mean, basically from COVID, I guess. Even though I don't think he needed to, but it was early on. Don't get me started.
Yeah.
I'll start ranting. I get upset because
yeah,
I feel a certain way about that shit. But
yeah.
Anyways,
I love that guy. I love that guy. I get his humor is like the way I like, man.
Yeah, because what's funny?
When you see your granddad, like, man. When I'm 80, I'm gonna be exactly like that motherfucker. I'm gonna act like I don't know anything, but
he knows everything.
Like I'm fucking with everybody.
It's funny. I feel like the Arabic and the Mexicans are very similar.
Yeah, very much.
Just like, I don't know, they have like, yeah. Anyway, so what were you saying?
Yeah, so we cremated him. We did that the whole celebration. We did a dinner. It was a rough 2 weeks because my mother a couple of my mom's sisters, they sorry, it's gonna pull this. They start taking turns. We all start taking turns, doing the visits at the hospital and just stay abreast of what was happening with them with his thing. He had a heart stroke, and he was. Mm-hmm. Anyways, so everything started getting complicated with his health. Started getting really, really everywhere. With that stroke. So it was 11 days of that, and then I got people that I didn't want to see. I have some. We all have those family relatives.
Yeah, every family has that thing.
Yeah, no, exactly. So how do you want to see these guys?
Okay.
I have a quite.
Let me tell you what, my family is like that. See, they are the same.
Yeah. Exactly, man. So I had this situation with my godparent, with my godfather, to be honest. And so anyway, I didn't want to see him, but he was there.
Your godfather, sorry,
my godfather.
I cut you out. Sorry.
Yeah, my godfather. So I was there, doing this whole thing. I was tired, from doing my regular work and then doing. Anyway, so after the dinner, I just told my mom I was gonna go to my spot, and that's it. Mm-hmm. Sunday. Around 11 p.m. So I was gonna try to get the last subway train to the downtown area.
And this is in
Mexico City. Yeah. And right before the station, two guys,
See, they're not idiots. They know.
No. Yeah. So I later on I went back and I figured out again. I was extremely tired. I was literally falling asleep while walking.
Yeah.
So these guys came out of nowhere.
Right.
Gunpoint.
It's probably their spot.
Totally.
Yeah.
Gunpoint. Both of them. One of them rested his cannon.
Oh, right on your chest.
Right on my chest, and the other guy to my head.
Damn.
And they're like, "All right, everything, bro. All right." So they took my backpack. My backpack had one of my flutes. Fucking. $5,000 flute, bro.
Oh, and they probably didn't even know what it was.
Dude, they probably sold it for 1,000 pesos.
I know, they probably didn't even. Oh, what a bunch of
fucking
idiots.
net. Exactly. My computer.
Oh.
Exactly. My fucking office. My backpack office.
Yeah.
They took that, and I told. Anyways, what
did you say?
I told the guy, hey man, take everything. Here's my phone. Here's my wallet. I'll give you the passcodes for my phone and my computer, so you can otherwise you won't be able to use it. It's just gonna be for parts, Mm-hmm. But I give you those things.
Really? You told him?
But give me my flute.
Oh.
Yeah. So he said, grab it. So when I was gonna grab it, an ambulance came in and they got scared. They thought it was a cop and they ran, and I couldn't grab it. And the guy was like, leave. And he was like pointing at me.
Damn.
Okay, what's the chance? Is a 50-50
yeah,
chance?
Is he really gonna do it? Or but you're not. That's not worth it.
No, man. Especially when it's like right there. Like,
it's funny because I thought that too when that happened to me. Everyone says that like, oh, well, it's like no, bro.
No, man.
Like when they're standing right in front of you and you weren't you're not.
I didn't freak out. You never know how you're gonna react, and I didn't freak out.
Yeah, I actually didn't freak out either.
No, I was cold, and I think that's what they got. The guy in front of me got a little weird because I saw the gun and then I looked straight into his eye, and I was like, just grab it, man. And I think he didn't like that. He was like, okay, let's go. And when I asked him about the flute, that was an easy way out.
Yeah.
And I was telling him the codes for my phone.
Wow, I can't believe you did that.
And I just went. I had my iPad with my mom. I let my mom my iPad. So I just went and canceled everything.
Okay.
Use the iPad to call Wells Fargo and so forth and so on. And that's it. And cancel that. But yeah, man, No fucking flu, no computer. I was like, God damn it, man. And then I just had, that thing with my granddad. So
yeah,
I was
that's shitty.
it was one of those week, that month, that fucking dark cloud is right on top of you. And you're like, wait, doesn't matter what you do.
That's the thing. Those kind of things come at the worst times.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So a lot of people that I've told the story, they're like, no, they were probably fishing you for a minute.
Really?
Yeah. Like they knew where you were, or they were like, trying to spy you. Because that area is not rough at all.
Okay.
That's a nice area, man.
So they might have been. Yeah. They probably were watching you or something.
Yeah. So so it's kind of, that's a beautiful city, man, and
that's wild, dude.
Some really strong people and cool people there, but
what year was this?
Definitely.
Roughly, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, it was about 4 years ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
2018. 2018. That's what it was. Yeah, man.
So, dude, what else was COVID like when you were there? Like, I'm just curious because I remember calling you and asking you, like, yo, what's up over there? Because this is what it's like here. And I don't know. What was it like?
Do you remember it was right after NAM? I can just spend the time with NAM and this and that. And then I went when I did those shows with Lee McKinney. I did the NAM thing. And then I was like, okay, I decked out my spot in Santa Monica because I was gonna rent it back to the Airbnb thing, so I can go back and forward.
Yeah.
And so everything was cool. It was set up, and then I started the semester, and then boom, it hit. March 16 around there.
Yeah.
Mid-March, boom, that's what it hit, and everybody locked down. And I think we had this conversation towards the end of that semester, and I mean, at first, when they tell you, hey, this is gonna be 3 months, 6 months, and then before you know it, it's like
2.5 years later.
Yeah, exactly. It was the city got scared, man.
Because I'm just trying to imagine. Yeah, we all did, but I'm just trying to imagine like Mexico City, just like
it was a ghost town.
COVID.
It was a ghost town for a bit, but you cannot stop a city that big.
Yeah, I mean,
so
I don't think people realize how big Mexico City is.
No. So
it makes New York look like playtime.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it does. So, so a lot of people keep working. Because
they don't have a choice. Like.
Yeah, but a lot of people start getting extremely freaked out. I'm not gonna lie, man. I had 6 tours got canceled for that year, one after the next. Like boom, boom, boom. The Brooklyn Festival, the stuff we had overseas. We were supposed to drop the Mask of the Phantasm album, the one with our band with Thomas Pritchard and Omar Muhammad, and our singer Alexa was like, "What's going on?" And I keep rescheduling until things.
Right.
I'll talk to Sonny K. And Sonny was like, man, this is going to be a year and a half at least.
Wow. Yeah.
And he called it out.
Yeah, he called it. Yeah, he nailed it.
Yeah. And, but little by little, you have, like, straight up people that thought this was a hoax.
Oh, yeah, there's that side. Yeah, that's the problem is the both extremes are just as bad.
Yeah.
Of like,
yeah.
It's not real, or it's like, it's real, we're all going to die. It's like they're both just as bad. Like,
right.
It's in the middle.
Yeah.
But yeah. Whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. You encounter those scenarios with people triple masking and shells, with all that nonsense,
Right.
Freaking fucking spacesuits, you know,
The worst,
and then people are like, you know, with guns and be like, nah, dude, we're ready. you know, we're ready, and then you know.
Yeah, it was just it sucked to see like how easy it was for so many people that knew like that were close. Because I saw it in my group of people, you know, whether they meant to or not. It was like you could see people kind of taking sides inadvertently, you know, whether they were scared or they thought they were right. Or it just was like, I don't know. I just feel like it's not that it's not real, but it's like the oldest trick in the book, and it's like I can't believe we all fell for it. In the sense that like how easily it was to turn on your grandma or something because they liked Trump or they didn't or whatever. Like
and
it was like what?
Right.
Like it just I don't know. And then if you know just the whole, it was constantly something else. It was like, oh well, now it was like COVID, and then it was the strains, and then it's like. Oh well, testing, and then it's like vaccination, and then it was like natural immunity, and then it was like masks. Well, first it was masks, and then it was like, well, we still got to do that. They don't work, and it's just like, but whatever it was just like the next thing, and it's just like, guys, we all are meaning well, but it's just like you know, ultimately, is it going to be worse for your student to be at the house where it's like, I don't know. I just play guitar, but you know. I don't know. It's just interesting to see. I was curious to see how Mexico was handling it, especially in like a big city like that. Because here it's like whatever the governor says, and you know they're all following these rules, quote unquote, even though they're not, because they say one thing and then this is science. Well, if that's science, then this is also science. No, it's not because that's not our science. Well, that's not science. Like I don't know what to tell you. Like,
you know what's funny? I started getting into the Joe Rogan podcast and the Jordan B. Peterson podcast.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Right before the pandemic.
Oh, okay.
Right before the pandemic.
Yeah. Well, Peterson was kind of going viral at that time.
Yes.
His whole,
I was reading his books and I was getting abreast of what was happening with the dark web. Phenomena, you know, and things like that.
Some people don't realize what that is, though. Try and explain it, because some people don't know. They're not aware of that. Of like,
trying to explain that to your parents.
Yeah.
You know,
although my parents are, they understand it, but it's also from a different outlook they have on things, and I don't know. Everyone's different, but like. To me, it's like that the dark web is like this world that is happening that, you know, it's about censorship. It's about this other, you know, layer to the internet. That's like, you know, there's people that are getting canceled through the internet and getting shadow banned, whatever it is. And, you know, I don't know. It's interesting to see because there's like the, what do they call like the, like Brett Weinstein or Weinstein, whatever his name is, him and Jordan, and like they call those kinds of thinkers a certain thing on that. What do they call it? I can't remember.
I can't remember, but the movement is a dark web movement, and I can't recall. I'm not going to order, you know, the.
Anyways, yeah, just tell them what you're saying.
They're the new thinkers. If you know,
like philosophers of our modern age.
Exactly.
And they're getting canceled or miscategorized, whatever. It's like,
and one of the reasons I got into Jordan B. Peterson was because I started helping Luis Guerra. My longtime partner for all the. Film music that I get to orchestrate or work with it's been 10 years with Luis Guerra, and he's been in charge of the music department for Malcolm Gladwell, right there at the Pushkin podcast. And so when I started working with him, it just happened that I just finished reading his Blink album, a book.
I have that somewhere.
Yeah, it's a great book, and then I start reading Jordan's book, The 12 Rules to Life, his first one.
Yeah.
Not his first book, but his first of that.
Yeah.
You know, and so I started listening to his podcast and his old college lectures.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're literally like his lectures, like his college lectures.
Yeah, they're on there.
Yeah, all of them, and which is extremely brave and intelligent, you know. And I say brave because not brave. What's the word I'm looking for?
Like foresight.
Perfect and a way to chill yourself and protect yourself from any other outcome because everything is there.
Yeah, actually, I see what you mean. So you're saying basically that like because you're able to express yourself and it's on record and people can find it.
It is.
Then when people try to manipulate what they think of you, it's like, but it's not because it's there. Look at.
Dude, it's hundreds
hours. Yeah, it's insane.
Hours of lectures of anything, you know.
He's a professional scholar. Like he's not just he's not
you know, no.
and not just a scholar, but he's like a psychiatrist, right?
He's a medical psychiatrist.
He's like a practicing.
Yes. Yeah. And and then you have the Harvey Weinsteins, you know, the Joe Rogan.
Not the Harvey. Yeah. You mixed them up.
Did I mix them up?
That guy probably gets that so much.
Yeah, because
it's like almost the same last name.
And a lot of people think that they're related, but they're not. They're not. Brett
Weinstein.
Yes,
that's how you say it.
Yeah.
I always mess it up too.
He does a podcast with his wife, and they both used to.
Dark Horse.
Yeah,
I really like that one actually.
And then the Lex Friedman, which is amazing. The
Lex
AI.
is great.
Yeah. Et cetera, you know. And then I started realizing that, you know, Joe Rogan started having not just MMA people, which is one of the first reasons I started listening to the podcast.
Oh, okay.
Because
you're
exactly. Because I love jiu-jitsu and I love UFC fights and boxing fights and I'm like, it's the same guy from. No, I didn't realize he was the same guy from Fear Factor, but I knew. Because of the UFC commentary,
right.
You know, and I knew he was a comedian, you know.
Yeah.
Because he was start doing those things with Dave Chappelle and.
So you had, of course. I know.
So and then I started realizing that he had, I started liking his other podcasts. They had Elon Musk and again Lex Friedman and all those guys, and I mean he had Jordan B. Peterson for like already 3 or 4 times.
A few times.
And so anyway, so trying to so the pandemic started, and man, you can just see the developing into something else, it's a podcast with all these new age thinkers. Now
but at that point it wasn't
to now into a scenario of alarming scenario, scenario of whatever, since he has these very influential people, what is that meme that what does Joe Rogan thinks of this, what does Joe Rogan thinks of that? I don't know if you've seen those memes.
I don't know.
Especially when the whole ivermectin thing happened, and it is this guy.
Oh, that's it. Now we're canceled on YouTube.
Yeah, exactly.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot.
Yeah. The ivermectin thing, but that was a big thing in Mexico City because when that thing came out,
I know, but
when that thing came out, ivermectin was such a big thing in Mexico City because it was cleaning there. It was working. It was working.
Yeah, but how dare you say that, bro?
Exactly. Well, but
now we're canceled. Thanks a lot.
Really?
Now Electric Louis Land is just fully banned because of Adrian. Thanks a lot, dude.
Those things that you said, they make sense, and I think it makes a lot of sense to most of us, and I mean, I think one of the in one of the areas that most of us got good at is at spotting bullshit.
Yeah, well, not everyone.
No,
there's some people are even they're riding that train even harder.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, I can see the people that were right at the age of losing it, and this was just the last push to the.
I mean, that's what's sad though, is that
I mean, you can see it outside downtown,
Yeah, I mean, we just drove by our version of Skid Row, which is
and you're right. It's a lot of people that look like they were like a regular.
That was wild. We just drove by, and I just saw like
couple,
I saw this couple. I'm like, you guys look like you're nowhere. But meanwhile, they're like in there with a baggie and some tent, trying to like. It's just like, man. And that was like one of the stats that I was listening to that podcast with the Andrew Schellenberg, whatever that guy's name is, for the mayor.
You don't see no Mexicans there though. You don't see no.
I don't know.
I haven't seen any Mexican there. we're all working, bro. We don't have time for homelessness.
Oh God.
But it's true. I mean, I don't know.
I'm sure
I don't know.
I'm sure there are.
I'm sorry.
It's it's hard, man. It's a sad issue that affects everyone, and to think that these people are just gonna help themselves, or that it's better for them just to go and do drugs on the street legally, like that's basically what you're saying. We all know that's what they're doing. Most of them. Some of them are, they have mental problems. It's like, it's sad. Like you're telling me that it's better to just let them run around and do whatever and do drugs and like. And not have a steady, routine of what I mean. It's like, how is that going to help? You're going to let your little kid. You're telling me you're going to let your teenagers run amok when they just like. No,
that's that's eye opener book, the San Francisco.
Oh yeah, that's the guy.
Yeah.
I found that interesting. The fact that I'm even scared to talk about this stuff is like sad. Honestly, it's sad. Because we should be able to sit down and have conversations about things. You know what I mean? And like, I feel like I'm a very reasonable person. If you convince me about something, like I'm in. Sure. Right. Prove it. Prove it. Prove it. If you can prove it, done. That's science. Right. That's what science is. Prove it.
Discourse.
Yeah. And non, an objective. Experimentation with a control, because even though humans are flawed, so whatever. Right. Who cares? God, we got into COVID. I didn't want to talk about it. Damn it.
Anyways,
I asked you about COVID. Right, man. Stupid. Now I'm canceled.
What I was talking about the fresh veggies thing tomorrow.
Oh yeah, you're playing with fresh veggies. Let's end it with that. We got fresh veggies tomorrow.
But I gonna
even though no one's gonna hear this until after the show.
But no, the reason I wanted to bring it out was because I'm gonna talk to Willie about you putting the record out, because those guys are sounding amazing. Dude, and I didn't know it was Matt Smith playing drums.
Yeah, dude. I tried to tell these guys. I had them on. With the, what do you call it? During the pandemic when we were streaming.
That's the first time I heard him.
Dude, it
was amazing.
I was like, dude, I was like, dude, I'm your biggest fan. Like, this shit is sick. Like, and I've been telling them, let's record it. Whatever. I told them I'll do it for free. Just let me help you. I'll do it. Let's go. I got everything we need.
And Willie right before the pandemic was like, hey man, I want to do a show. Want to do some tours in Mexico, around the Mexican area. Some stuff in Texas.
You should do El Convite.
Oh my god. Man. Nobody's gonna rob Willie. He looks like an intense white boy. you know he's carrying.
That's funny.
So he's one of those guys from a Tarantino movie with dreads, and comes out with AK-47s everywhere, and then and his trombone in the back. Yeah, but that's one band that Willie and Matt Smith, they were. I'll be down to do.
Dude, it's a really sick
tours.
Band.
Yeah, to make it a quintet.
It's very unique. It's cool music. I love when Willie sings. It's rock and roll, dude. It's sick.
Yeah. We're doing a version of their version of I Put a Spell on You.
Oh, okay, cool.
Man,
nice.
He sings the crap out of that one.
Hell yeah, that's tight.
Yeah, man. And what's the famous version? Not the Nina one. No, not the Simon. The other one. What's his name? Jesus.
Wait, I don't know what you're
Soul
talking
singer, man. So,
Wait, D'Angelo?
no, man.
Wait, what are you talking about? What
like
song?
Back.
Wait, I think I just fell asleep.
I can't. Oh my god, I can't. No, I have to look at that.
Dude, I gotta go.
I can't remember. Yeah, let's wrap it up.
Okay, on my way.
Hold on. Where's this guy's going?
Okay, Adrian is here.
Yeah.
Follow him. What's your Instagram?
My Instagram is Adrian Terrazas official.
Okay.
And my verified Facebook page is same Adrian Terrazas Gonzalez official, which is the same, pretty much the same thing, same icon, and we starting, which I'm gonna feature this podcast on my podcast.
Cool.
Then
I'll send you this.
I want you to go to Austin for that.
Okay.
For another shout out. That's the Culture Clash podcast.
Okay.
That's gonna and then we'll have a little Electric Louis Land and the Culture Clash podcast. Get down.
If we don't get canceled.
We don't get canceled before.
Fucked, right?
Yeah. Anyways.
All my
Yeah, man. So hit us up. My albums, my band's album, The Mask of the Phantasm album is out with Thomas Pridgeon on drums, Alexa.
Sick.
Yeah, he's sick. Alexa on vocals, Omar Mohamed Ghaznavi on guitar, and myself.
Nice.
On everything else. And so that album's out. So go on Spotify and all platforms. Yada yada. The vinyl is coming out.
Oh, sick.
In a month.
Okay.
So you can do your pre-orders. Our Instagram is The Mask of the Phantasm.
Okay.
And that's it, man. That's it. Well, if people already gonna miss the festival tomorrow at Barrio Logan, but
yeah, guys, make sure you go tomorrow. By the time you hear this, it already happened. So make sure you don't miss it.
Exactly. Anyway, man, it was
check out Fresh Veggies.
Yeah, man.
What is their Instagram? Fresh Veggies,
Micro Brass, and that's it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it. And when are you putting your record out, man?
Yeah, I need to do that this year.
Yeah. I want to play it.
I know, dude. I need to do.
I want to play in it.
You will.
I want to play in it. I want you to play on that Etude number 4. Well, let's make a video this week.
Okay.
This next week. Okay.
All right, y'all.
Okay,
We gotta
man.
go.
Take it easy, buddy. Thank you, buddy.
I love you, bro.
Bye, man. Yes.
A jive symphonic funk of off-tone melodies and open-tone vibrations. It's life.